I am Dr. Kyle the Conductor. My mama, I love her. Solutions for breakfast, no problems for supper. They call me Big Brother. Students, I love them. Teaching them skills to keep food in their cupboard. See, I'm here to serve. Forget what you heard. When I say what up, y'all say yer. What up? Yeah. What up? Yeah. What up? Yeah. What up? Yeah. All right, give yourselves a round of applause. Keep the energy going for me. All right. I am Dr. Kyle Morris Soul, but before I was a father or a conductor, a husband, or the leader of the Eco Foundation, probably help if I did that, the leader of the Education Culture Opportunities Foundation, I was just a young guy having fun with some friends, and this is one of the best nights of my life, man. These brothers, Kashif and Steve, we go way back since high school, middle school actually for one of them, and we were all having a good time one day until we weren't. Soon after this picture was taken, one of the worst nights of my life happened. I was shot 6 times and briefly died on a hospital table until I came back to life. Thank God, praises to the Most High. But my friend Steve, we can clap it up for that. Shout out to God. But unfortunately, my friend Steven, pictured on the far left, did not make it. And when I think about that time in my life, it was a lot of challenges. I learned a lot at my bedside. It took me a long time to recuperate and get back to on my 2 feet. And I learned a lot. And some of the things that I learned was that violence doesn't start with guns. Violence starts with people who lack problems, who lack resources, who lack support, who lack housing, education. That's some of the challenges that we're facing, right? So that being said, I think about some of the other issues that we have. When you see the dark areas on this map, regardless of which map you're looking at, you're seeing high concentrations of unemployment, high concentrations of people living in poverty, and high concentrations of people who did not graduate high school. When you see those dark areas, you'll also notice a bunch of green dots, right? Those green dots are shootings, and those red dots are homicides. So the overlap is called structural violence. And with structural violence, it's an issue because it's systemic, right? It's institutional. As you notice, if you can see closely, there's a small logo. That's the Eco Foundation's logo. That's our catchment area. That's the area that we serve. And we choose to serve in that area because we understand the importance of the work that we do. We understand the importance of showing up for people, providing them housing, providing them care, and making sure that they have their basic needs met. Because for us, we like to end structural violence before it starts. And we do that with a program called the Young Bull program. Now I'm from Philly, we say Young Bull all the time, right? But for us, BULL stands for Bold, Unstoppable Leaders. We start as young as 10 years old and we go up to age 30. Now the Young Bull program, what we do is we pay them to learn and serve. So young people are actually compensated to learn everything from financial readiness, self-defense, sign language. They also acquire certifications like food handling, OSHA 10, first aid, stop the bleed, and plenty of other things that they're interested in. Now we do this because we have to equip them with some of the skills that they need to not just be ready today, but also for the workforce tomorrow. In addition to that, they also get paid to help us serve 100+ families every week. Every Thursday, these young people are bagging up groceries and toiletries and giving them out to over 100 families in our neighborhood, on foot, in wagons, rain, sleet, snow, whatever. We make sure we're out there doing what needs to be done. We all do this work out of the Eco Center. That's our community center in West Philadelphia. The first floor is a community center. The second floor is an apartment building. As she mentioned earlier, we offer housing to right now we're at 23 young people that have been served between 18 and 30 years old, providing them housing for low to no cost. You can clap it up for that, yeah, why not? Yeah. At low to no cost, and the most we ever charge is $700 a month. Even if you're in a 1-bedroom with a walk-in closet, we keep it as low as possible. And that's because we understand some people need support transitioning into adulthood. Now, you can see some of the big numbers here. Yes, we provided over $250,000 of, that'd be nice, over £250,000 of food to our neighbors. Over 10,000 families have been fed since 2020, and since 2018, over 8,000 students have been taught. But it's bigger than the numbers, right? For us, it's about the individual stories. This is Tyon. And Tyon, we call him Fly Guy Ty. Well, I call him Fly Guy Ty. He low-key don't like it, but I'm gonna keep calling him that because his mama named Ty. I'm gonna call him Ty. But as it relates to that, Tyon's one of the young people that we met when we were giving out flyers for our grand opening. He was 12 years old at the time, and he just wanted to get involved. And we were like, you know what, just come out. We're giving out some food, grand opening, we're gonna have book bags and blah, blah, blah. We have not been able to get rid of him since. We've taken him to Puerto Rico, we've gone to the Grand Canyon, we've gone to here right in Atlanta for college tours, and Now he's a senior at the Philadelphia Military Academy. And you can see that flyness in him. He got that smile that just make you forget all the problems, man. And Tyon's been there with us through and through. So I want to talk a little bit about, he couldn't be here today because he was in school, and you know, school's important. In 2018 and 2019, a lot of the work we were doing was in schools, right? Schools and community centers. But in 2020, there's this thing called the global pandemic. Not sure if you heard about it, but it was a really tough time for a lot of people. And as we transitioned into mutual aid and giving out food and resources to people, we noticed that there were funders who wanted to align with our mission. So there was an influx of extra cash, and we were actually able to receive multi-year grants, which was great. But then, as you notice, it started to dwindle because some of those opportunities, they stopped. And it was for different reasons. Priorities have shifted as it relates to what funders were looking for, and it impacted us significantly. However, those issues don't just affect us in West Philly, they happen all across this great nation. Let me ask you, sir, what is the greatest nation in the United States? Greatest nation, I said what I said. You don't know, right? Okay, let me ask you, what's the greatest nation in the world? Anybody? You don't know? Yeah, sure. Procrastination. That's a good one. See, I wasn't thinking about that one. I was actually going to say there's no nation like a donation. So what we need from y'all is to dig deep in your pockets. You can grab your phones in a second. But that's a good I'm gonna use that, brother. We right here with it. See. But no, all seriousness, whether you're giving us $115, which goes directly to our young people, that much is one of their youth stipends. We also can feed 100 families with $800. The bags we give out of fresh produce cost approximately $8 per bag. In addition to that, our mortgage is $2,500. You can also support us with our monthly expenses or our monthly payroll. Whatever it is you decide to do, you can dig deep in your pockets or your company's pockets, and you can reach out to us and make something happen. So feel free to grab your phone, go on supporteco.org. We believe that it takes a village to change our communities. It takes a village to end structural violence. And it's going to take every single one of you. If we all do a little, no one has to do a lot. Supporteco.org. Thank you for your time.